Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, underneath Commander General Yohana. We are not affiliated or associated with any other Israelite group. And if it's not of the ISUPK, it is not the truth. I just want to say Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua Barakathon to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Alathaba Hashem, Yahushua to the sisters. Hey, tonight's class, man, you know, it's Monday night in this scripture breakdown, man. Tonight we're going to go into some scriptures. We're going to break it down, and we also going to bring out some situations and things that are happening right here in the land of America, man. The Most High is starting to bring judgment on this land here in America, man. You know, you've been turning on your, I know if you turned on your news lately, man, you have seen a lot of mass shootings happening inside of America, man. You know, a lot of mass shootings. Every time you turn on your TV, it's like it. Every time you're turning on your TV, the only thing you're starting to see more of now is mass shootings, shootings here, shootings there. You know, the list is starting to go up and up. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to see the list go up and up on mass shootings here in America, man. And the reason why you're starting to see more of this happen is because the Most High is starting to bring judgment on this land of America, man. You're starting to see more of these things happen is because of, you know, the crimes that America have committed against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians here in America. The same violence that they put on us here in America is now starting to happen to them, man. You know, now it's starting to get worse with the mass shootings. You know what I'm saying? Like every time you turn on your TV, there are more and more mass shootings. But for those who are curious, about why this is happening, it's because, you know, America has been violent for years, man. Since we've been here, America has been violent to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? You cannot call one time where there has been peace from the people who run this world or who run America when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. What peace have we had since we have been here? The only thing we have endured since we've been here is violence. Now, that same violence that they have started to put on us is starting to fall back on their head, man. And I'm just going to get some scriptures, man, just to, you know what I'm saying, just to give y'all some pointers on why this is happening to the so-called Caucasian man.
Oh my God, I think it's my green light card.
So like it. All right, we're going to go to the book of Obadiah. We're going to go to the book of Obadiah. All right, I'm going to start at verse 1. All right, it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus say the Lord, thus say the Most High God concerning Edom. All right, if, yeah, you can if you want to. I'm gonna read a little bit into the brother Josiah. Give him a hand for being here in class again, man. You know, this brother's coming into this truth very strong, man. He's been here every day in class, man. All right, but I'm gonna start out with the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus say the Lord God concerning Edom. All right, for all of those who are tuning in the class who are new, who is Edom? I'm gonna ask everybody in the chat, you know, who's in class. Who is the nation of Edom? Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1. Who is the nation of Edom for those who are in class? Go on, you got it. Go ahead up.
Hey, Yana said the white race.
Give that sister a hand, man. Give that sister a hand, man. Like, you know, us being in this class, people might take this lightly. But there are people in the world who don't even know who the nation of Edom is, man. So for you to have sisters and brothers who are in this school who know who the nation of Edom is says a lot. There are people in the world who pick up this Bible like it and don't even know who the nation of Edom is, man. But like that sister said, she said the white race, the Caucasian race, the so-called European man, Caucasian man, he is the nation of Edom. All right, I'm going to keep reading. It says, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise against her in battle. All right.
I got that for you whenever you ready.
Okay, come on, go to the verse 10.
Verse 10. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For what?
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For the violence against thy brother Jacob. Guess what's starting to happen now, man? Now you're starting to see that same violence that they put on their brother Jacob, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. That violence is starting to come upon them, man. The way that they have done this since we've been here, it is starting to fall back on them. You know what I'm saying? It is starting to fall back on their head. That violence that they were trying to push out towards everybody, now it is starting to go against them, man. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
So what should cover thee?
Shame shall cover thee.
And that's what we're starting to see now, man. The way that they did us, they're starting to be shamed for it now, man. That shame is coming upon them for how they were violent against us, man. How they would do us back in the day, man. How they would hang us from trees. You know, me and a couple brothers yesterday, and a couple sisters, you know, we seen that Billie Holiday movie, man, and it was a sad scene in that movie, man. You know, the sister Billie Holiday was running through the cornfield going to use the bathroom, but she wound up coming past the house that was deep into this cornfield. When she came to the house, she heard cries. She heard cries from little girls, and when she started to walk through a field, she seen a burning cross. And when she walked more into the field, she seen two young girls crying. And then when she looked to the left, there was a sister, man, a black woman hanging from a tree, and her husband was holding her feet, man, like he was trying to lift her up from the tree. And the only thing you heard the daughter say was, "Daddy, get mama down from the tree." The little girls had to watch their mother hang from a tree, and the little girls told their father, "Daddy, get mama down from that tree." Very heartbreaking. But that was a true story, man. That was what happened to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That violence that they did to us is starting to come back to them, man. The lynchings, the murders, the unarmed shootings of us in the streets, man. It's starting to come back upon them, man. And they deserve it. They deserve everything that is starting to happen to them now, man. They deserve it all. Did we deserve these things that were done to us, man? Did we deserve to watch our mothers be raped, whipped, forced to serve the so-called Caucasian race? Did we deserve to see our fathers being beat, brutalized, hung, tortured, lynched, set on fire here in America? Did we deserve that, man? We didn't deserve that, man. Now the way that they've done us, it's starting to fall back upon their head, man. The shame of Esau is starting to come upon them. You know what I'm saying? Anything else on the scripture?
And thou shalt be cut off forever.
They should be what?
Cut off forever.
And that's what we're starting to see, man. You're starting to see this nation fall because it's coming a time and day where this nation is going to be cut off forever, man. And it's going to be because of the violence that they have put on the nation of Israel, man. That's what you're starting to see, man. Now, I told you I was going to go into some of these mass shootings You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go into these mass shootings, man. Let me get some of these mass shootings for you. As a matter of fact, let me pull it up on the screen for you. Let me pull it up on the YouTube, man, so y'all can start to see some of these, mass shootings. Whatever you do, I just don't get that in there. Just don't get that up there in there. You can bring it close over, but you just don't want to make sure you get that. Yeah. There we go. Let's get some of these mass shootings.
You want some of these,
Yeah, I'll take a bite of it. I appreciate it. Take these glasses off. Sheesh, I can't see. I appreciate it. This thing heavy, boy. Good man. Good man. Did you get any up?
Yeah. We got the same thing.
Good evening. It's happened yet again in America. Yet again in America, innocent families are slumped to their knees in grief, waiting a day later to receive the bullet-riddled bodies of their children and parents, spouses and siblings, slaughtered in senseless gun violence. Yet again in America, we search our souls for answers, beg our leaders for solutions that thus far have not come. We did this just 1 week ago after a man with a gun went spa to spa, shooting up buildings and murdering the unsuspecting around Atlanta. Congress last month scheduled hearings on gun violence with Washington discussions beginning today. Yet again in America. And uniquely American, this happens with regularity in large numbers as a pattern just here. Nowhere else. Granted, mass shootings like the ones around Atlanta and in Boulder represent only a small fraction of our nation's gun violence.
Now I'm going to point out something that he just said. He said that this violence of mass shootings only happened in America. But what he's not pointing out, and what he doesn't want the world to know is, why are all of these mass shootings happening in America? He's not going to tell you the reason why. And the reason why is because America is a violent culture. It is a violent nation. It was built on violence. It has thrived on violence. And it still continues to rave on violence. So he's acting as if he's, dumbfounded from the fact that, these mass shootings continue to happen. But what do you think America was built on? Somebody in the chat, answer that question. What was America built on? What was America built off of? Was it love? What was America built off of? Anybody in the chats? Carl, you go ahead.
Death and slavery.
Yeah, but that's correct. But that's not so much of the answer that I'm looking for. It's a particular answer. It's like plain and simple. Hate and slavery, that's correct. But what would those things be? It's not hard. You just got to be paying attention. What would those things be? I'm gonna get one more answer. Y'all gonna be like, damn, it's right here. All right, going once. Go ahead.
Us.
I'm gonna give it to y'all for time's sakes. Violence. America was built on violence. On violence. That's what hate and slavery is. That is violence. For people to get put into slavery, do you know what type of violence that you have to endure? Do you know what type of violence you have to push out on people? You have to be a violent person in order to put a nation of people in slavery. People ain't gonna go into slavery with you just being like, come on, y'all, let's go and get into slavery. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just be nice and let's go. You're going to have to be violent. In order for you to fight in wars, you have to be violent. That is the culture of America. That is the culture of the people who run America, who establish America, and who still to this day continue to run this place. It is violence. Now we're going to keep going. We're going to go through a little more. It's only a couple minutes.
But attacks like these are all the more traumatizing. Perhaps because after the fact, we can all put ourselves there. We can picture ourselves in line at the pharmacy, excited and relieved to get the vaccine that might allow us to return to school or work, to see a movie, to hug our older parents and grandparents, finally. We can relate to being at a supermarket, kids running all about the aisles, scooping up some goodies for the family to enjoy together in these first fresh days of spring. Some of us know the tranquility of a couple's massage, like Delania Ashley Yuan and her husband Mario Gonzalez were about to experience at Young's Asian Massage in Atlanta last week, until the gunman there murdered her and left her husband of 1 year alone with their 2 children. What am I gonna do, Mr. Gonzalez asked the news site in Spanish. That murderer left only my pain. So now we know what it looks like and sounds like when the regular stops along our journeys in an instant deliver a turning point in our lives or end them yet again.
He make it sound so good, man. He makes it sound so good. How he points out how America is starting to suffer from mass shootings and the violence. But this is the question I have for, what is it, CNN, NBC, all of these places. How come y'all didn't speak like this when black people were being murdered in the streets? When we were being shot down by police officers? How come y'all didn't have somebody to be this sentimental when it came to us? What this man is doing right now is reaching and grabbing the hearts of all Americans around the world. All people around the world, all of the Americans here in America. The way how he's giving it to you, it is making people feel the pain. But where was this type of love for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? Even right now, there's still thousands of so-called Mexican children inside of cages on the border. But you have yet to hear somebody be this sentimental when it comes to their situation. Still to this day, we have black people being murdered, shot down, and killed. But you don't have anybody speak of this sentimental when it comes to us. But when you start to have white people get shot down and murdered in the streets of America, now everybody has to have sympathy. Now we all can relate. Now we all can be brothers and sisters because we're all starting to be affected from these mass shootings. But what they don't understand is this is judgment on America from the hands of the Most High, from how they have been violent against the children of Israel here in America. I will not shed one tear, man. I shed tears for the brothers and sisters who might get caught up inside of these mass shootings, but I will not give sympathy to America. Just like that Mexican brother, he lost his wife, but the Most High showed mercy and spared him and his children. His wife was an Edomite. She lost her life. I'm not saying that was a good thing to happen because we don't believe in mass shootings and mass murderers and mass killings. But this is the work of the Most High. And the Most High spared this brother, man. I know he's hurt. But that shooting that happened in that Asian salon was also a view of white supremacy because that's violent. And that's what he's not pointing out. He's not pointing out that these shootings, these mass shootings that predominantly happen are done by white Caucasian young males. They're not pointing that out. They're trying to make us all feel sorry for everybody, but they're not pointing out that it's their children, their people who are walking inside of these different places and doing these mass shootings. I remember when they had the mass shooting at the abortion clinic. Guess who did that shooting? A young Caucasian male. A young Caucasian male, not young, but he was an older Caucasian man, walked inside the abortion clinic and just started opening fire, man. The list goes on and on of mass shootings. But now since it's starting to happen more regularly to Caucasian people, now we all have to show some type of humility and just embrace and love everybody. And we all should hold hands and we all should feel the same pain. But nobody was feeling our pain when we were getting shot down in the streets. What about the mass shootings of black men? You know what I'm saying? How many times have we turned on the news and seen cops killing us? Every day at one point in time, you was turning on your TV. Black man shot down, murdered by police officers. Black man shot down, murdered by police officers. Hispanic man shot down, murdered by police officers. I remember that video where they shot that Native Indian, that Gadite sister, who so-called Native Indian sister. They shot this sister down. The cops did, man. They said she stole something from like a dollar store, and she turned around with a pair of children's scissors, and the cops shot her down 7 or 8 times and left her 5 children behind with no mother. You mean to tell me a cop who's a man, can't stop a woman who has a pair of scissors? Not the big scissors, but the little scissors that the kids use in the school, man. Little art scissors. You mean to tell me you couldn't take her down? What are you being trained for? America has been doing mass shootings and mass violence to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians for years, man. But now since they're starting to go through this and feel the pain, we all got to show sympathy towards them. God damn that, man. Salaki, damn that, man. Let you listen to this disgust, man. This disgusting filth.
In America. So many of the must-dos are now occasionally shrouded in fear, like sending our kids to school. Columbine, Little Rock, Pearl, Parkland, Santa Fe, Newtown, University of Texas, Virginia Tech. Fear of gun violence.
All of these things he just listed were done by Caucasian males. They're not going to point that out, man. It's not gun violence, man. It's white man's violence against people, man. The guns don't wake up one day and say, you know what? I'm going to go shoot everybody. The gun doesn't jump out of the case and walks with little feet inside the schools and start to shoot little children. These are young Caucasian males who are predominantly doing these mass shootings, man.
At work, a stadium, a movie theater, a house of worship, a supermarket, or a spa. As for details on yesterday's event, they're scant.
All right,
An
no deal.
affidavit unsealed
The water.
today shows the suspect bought a Ruger AR-556 similar to this one last Tuesday. The affidavit indicates his sister-in-law told investigators she saw the suspect playing with a gun she thought looked like a machine gun in the days before the mass murder at the King Soopers. The killer did not spray the place. It was a few pops here, a few more there, said one witness. And as another recalled, shoppers stampeded towards the front doors, while others escaped the horror through an employee's stocking exit in the back. And still others ran free after cops created a hole in the ceiling, while the man with the gun continued on his mission and murdered 10 innocent people. Yet again in America. On last week's murders, cops in Atlanta have not yet learned or divulged the accused killer's motive. They've told us he said it related to a sex addiction.
Damn.
But with 6 of the 8 victims there of Asian descent, and a spike in anti-Asian violence after a narrative of China virus and China aggression, they're ruling nothing out. 18 dead, 2 cities, 2 gunmen, 1 week. Is this shocking to you?
No.
Debilitating? Unimaginable? Or is it one of those things that happens yet again in America? Sadly routine. Oh, the pattern paused as the nation did for the pandemic, but now it picks up right where we left off. Before the lockdowns, there was a shooting spree last March in Springfield, Missouri, across 5 miles that left 4 dead. Remember that? And weeks earlier, at a beer company in Milwaukee, a disgruntled worker shot and killed 5 employees and then himself. Remember the details of that one? They do in Milwaukee. Or Las Vegas, or the Pulse nightclub, the synagogue in Pittsburgh, the Sikh temple in Wisconsin, the Baptist church in Texas,
What about Charleston?
the Bible study in Charleston.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You remember something of many, maybe, as a news viewer and consumer. Likely not all 41 mass shootings in public places over the last 5 years. But survivors will tell you, you never forget if you saw that killer up close in the cereal aisle. Or
He said 41 mass shootings in 5 years. So we talking about 8 mass shootings a year. 8 mass shootings a year. So it's like every year you're gonna have 8 people who just gonna walk up to random places and just do mass shootings. And predominantly most of these people are of Caucasian race. You know, you might have a brother or two in there, maybe. But predominantly it's the Caucasian race, man.
by the massage table, or if you smell the blood, or bury your child. You can't forget. Ever. Each time we hear kids cry, parents pray, and politicians promise, and then it happens again. Here, a pharmacy tech who survived the Boulder killing spree. Here, a woman kneels in Atlanta at a makeshift memorial for the victims there. They'll remember. Now, gun laws, regulations, background checks, soft targets, body armor, death penalty, mental health, time for action, I promise, thoughts and prayers. We hear you. We heard you as I delivered an almost carbon copy of this report on August 5th of 2019 on another network. Identical. but with names, places, and circumstances updated for today's recitation. We hear you. Then, now, and in the not distant enough future, we likely will hear you. Yet again, in America.
The real blessings work with their families. It's nice to have somebody watching your back. I want things to symbolise structure, stability, foundations.
When I don't know how I'm feeling or I don't know what I want to say.
You gotta give it up to him. He made it sound good.
Dozens of agencies continue to investigate
I like it. I was just about to say, that's some good acting.
That is great acting. Only if they did that when police officers murdered us in the streets. Every time we get killed in the streets and murdered, guys like him love to pull up our backgrounds. Love to make it seem like, you know, we deserve to get shot and killed. But now they're starting to see there is a true problem in America. And guess what? They can make all the gun laws that they want. Those gun laws are not going to stop the murdering and killing that happens in America. You can't stop it. Because the persons that's doing it are the same people who are trying to make the gun laws. How is that going to work? See, like, you can slide that camera back up. Bring it back just a little more. Bring it over to this side. Just turn it like. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can leave it like that. All right, we're going to bring out some numbers on the mass shootings, man. Damn. Whew. Man, I got like a list. It's 122 mass shootings. All right. Let's see if they got the name on the... Damn. All right, we're going to bring out some of these mass shootings, man. Boy. So like, hey, shalom, sir. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. Let me see. Shar shared it. Okay. Okay, come on, sir. Shalom, down the cross. All right. We're going to go back into some more of these mass shootings. I got a list. All right, this is a list of mass shootings. Let me see. From the year 1982 to 2021. I don't know if they got the race and color. They do have the race. Woo. Woo wee. They got the race. Any comments, anything else? All right, one of the first, they've been taking notes of this, right? One of the first mass shootings, this is the first one. It was from a welding shop in Miami, Florida. This happened in 8/20/1982. It was by a white Caucasian male, And the reason why he did this shooting was because his second wife left him. All right. They said he killed. Damn. It's a lot. He killed 8 people and injured 3. All right. Let's go to the next one. Damn. All right. The next mass shooting. This was in a Dallas nightclub shooting. This happened on the 6/29/1984. It says Abkaring Balichard opened fire in the upscale club. He killed 6 people and injured 1. And it says, why did he do his shooting? Damn, it said he did this on his last meal. All right, the other one. Sheesh. Predominantly these are all black, not black, but white and Asian. You got some brothers on here, but most of them are Asian and Asian and white. And the reasons are it's just ridiculous why some of these people killed them, man. Damn, one person, another Edomite, it says, one person, he was worried he had, damn, it's not showing the whole thing. I got to open this up. I should have opened this up on something else. But the reasons why, man, it's crazy. Out of 122, man, predominantly most of these are done by Caucasian males, man. Any comments, anything up? All right, it says, damn. It says, as of February 28, 107 mass shootings fit this criteria, leaving 122 people dead and 325 injured for a total of 447 victims. You know, that's just a small list of how many people have been injured inside of these mass shootings. We're going to get some more scriptures for you, man. You still got that scripture I gave you out, Salaki?
Obadiah 1 and 10.
Kind.
We finished 10. You want me to go to 11?
You can read 10 again if you could.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Right, and now that shame is starting to cover America, man. You know what I'm saying? If you could, give me Isaiah chapter 57, verse 21. Well, Salaki, let's do Job 18 and 11, if you could. Let's do Job 18 and 11. And see, sooner or later you're going to be having these protests and more marches, you know, more rainbow flags, more people holding hands. Everybody want to love and come together. But what people in America fail to realize is, especially Caucasian people, what they fail to realize that predominantly white males are the most violent people on the face of this earth, man. When you look back at some of the things that they have done, like, why are people surprised when they do these things? Why are they surprised when you see a Caucasian male go inside of an Asian salon and just open fire on people. They should look into their history and see how violent their people are, man. America has a violent past. A violent past. And now they want to act as if, you know, that's not us. We're different. We're civil people. We're peaceful people. But then you turn on your TV and you see another mass shooting, man. If you got it out, you can go ahead and read it.
Job 18:11. Terrors shall make him afraid.
What should make him afraid?
Terrors shall make him afraid.
Right, because these mass shootings are terrorists, man. That makes people terrified when you're inside of a grocery store and somebody comes and just start doing a mass shooting. When somebody comes in and just start doing a mass shooting, just like they're shooting down there in El Paso, Texas, man. Well, that Caucasian man came inside there, and I think he murdered 22 people. Let me see. Matter of fact, I got it right here. Let's see how many people he murdered. Let me see. I got the list right here. Yep, this was at the El Paso, Texas, man. Damn. And this was the Caucasian boy who did this one also. He did this in El Paso, Texas. And he killed 22 people. Patrick Cruzian, 21. And he wasn't even killed. He was apprehended by the police, man. He killed 22 people and injured 26 people, man. That man killed 22 people by himself. 22 people, man. And injured 26. And he was apprehended by the police officers? You mean to tell me this man killed 22 people and injured 26 more people for a total of what? 48 people to be shot? And you mean to tell me he was apprehended? Come on, y'all. We know what would have happened if it was a black or Hispanic man. They would have turned him into Swiss cheese. We get murdered and get shot for reaching for wallets. We get murdered, shot, and killed for reaching for cell phones. But yet this 21-year-old Caucasian male came inside of a Walmart, shot 22 people and killed them, then turned around and shot another 26 people and injured them. And he was apprehended by the police. But yet, Tamir Rice playing with a toy gun in the park with his sister was murdered by a police officer. Less than 2 seconds of him getting out of his car, man. Come on, man. And you mean to tell me you don't think America deserves to go through these things? They deserve this terror that is starting to come to them, man. You know, they thought everything was fine and dandy. Then the Most High hit the world with coronavirus. After he hit the world with coronavirus, they thought they was going to open up the economy. You know, they was thinking, yeah, we're going to open up the economy. Things are going to get back right. Now you trying to open the economy. Now you got mass shootings by Caucasian males again. More mass shootings. But yet, you know, we all got to show love and mercy. Read that again, out from you up.
Job chapter 18, verse 11. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side.
On what?
On every side.
Right, so this terror is starting to make these men afraid on every side, man. And right, Shaya Allah said, "What? Is that a Shaya Allah?"
Yeah, Shai said, good night. That's a devil for you, sir.
Damn right, that is a devil. Give that brother a hand, man. Give that devil a hand. I don't know why this fool who was on TV is acting surprised. He act like this is something new, but yet again, we have to turn and see more mass shootings. Come on, man. This is your culture. This is your nation. This is your people. And even if you have black people who go out and do these mass shootings, where do you think we learn this behavior from, man? How do you think we learn how to operate guns and clean guns and do all of these things? We learned this from the same people who put us in slavery. From the same people. You had this devil go inside a Walmart in El Paso, Texas. And the worst thing about it, they didn't even try to consider it a hate crime. And he was just shooting Hispanic brothers and sisters, man. Shooting brothers and sisters from the tribe of Issachar. 21-year-old Caucasian male with an assault rifle. And just went inside a Walmart. And this is the worst thing about it. He had body armor and everything. Walked inside of a Walmart and just started to open fire. Killing 22 people. Killing 22 people, man. Think about that. He killed 22 people within what? Maybe a 20-minute spree. Just walk inside he's shooting whoever. And injured 26 more, man. I'm trying to tell you, read that again for me, if you could, Salakia.
Job 18, verse 19. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet.
Should do what?
And shall drive him to his feet.
Because now America is on their feet. They want to do something about this mass shooting. They want to figure out what can they do to stop it. They want to ban assault rifles and all of that. That's still not going to stop all of these things from happening. You try to put a ban to assault rifles, you're going to have another Capitol building be stormed, man. Do you really believe that these Caucasian people are going to go down like that? They're going to have their assault rifles taken away from them? I know they're trying to push that bill now where they want to allow police officers to come into your homes and take your assault rifles with no search warrant. Do you really believe that these left-wing activists are going to allow this to happen? You really think they're going to allow the police to walk inside their houses and take their assault rifles? Come on, man. It's going to be more war and more bloodshed. That's why the Most High said this violence is going to bring him to his feet. He's going to have to do something about this situation. And it's going to get worse. You know, sooner or later, you ain't going to even be able to go in the grocery store like that. You're going to walk in the metal detector before you go in the grocery store. You know, you thought coronavirus was putting to stop the people being around each other. This mass shooting is going to make people not even want to come to a damn restaurant because you got to worry about some devil, like the devil who did the nail salon shooting, who wasn't getting no sex. He was sexually frustrated. So he felt like, you know what, I ain't getting no sex. I'm just going to go shoot 5 people, man. I'm going to go shoot 8 people. Because he was sexually frustrated? God damn, Salakia. Let me tell you ain't getting no box, so you just go shoot and kill innocent people. He just sitting in the house. You're like, damn, can't get no box. Man, let's go kill some people. Fuck, forget it. Come on, man. That's how you know we're different people from these devils, man. Come on, man. You think we really gonna walk into a nail salon and just kill innocent people because we're sexually frustrated? You're dealing with an animal. That's what you don't understand. You're dealing with an animal, man. You're dealing with a beast. That same beast, in order for him to change, he has to endure what the people that he's been torturing for years have been going through. They have been doing these things to us for years, man. Now the tables have turned, and guess what? Oh, we all should show some sympathy and love and peace to each other. Shalom, Lord of Christ, out of one. Now let me show you something that happened here in the upstate. Let me get a little story for you. Cause this right here, this was it was great for me to see this, man. Now, me and one of the brothers here in the school, me and one of the young men, Brother Quan, we was at the gym working out some months back ago. We were working in a particular gym, we was working out, exercising, minding our own business on a good Sunday morning. The sun was out. It was shining, I told the brother, I said, maybe we should go to the gym and work out. So we went to the gym. We started working out. Doing a little bench press, doing a little so-and-so working out. Shalom out. So while we were working out, we about a good hour in our workout, we noticed the police pull up to the club, to the gym. My brother Quan, he in that. My brother Quan, you and the young man Quan, you remember this? We was inside this gym and the police pulled up on us. So we sitting in the inside, we ain't thinking of nothing. We still working out. So somebody allows the police to come in. As soon as they walk in, we look at each other, and the police walk right to me and him. While we're in this gym, they walk right to us. And the first thing they did when they walked to us was, we got a call for somebody saying that y'all doing this and doing that. We looked at each other and was like, what the heck? We did what? Come to find out, some white woman called the police on us. Some white woman called the police on us for no reason. Because we were black and working out. You can't even work out without the damn police being called on you. It was so bad that the gym owner, the owner of the gym had to come out and talk to the police officers. But little did those cops or that gym owner know this right here. The people that y'all were harassing were priests and prophets of the Most High.
Damn right.
Now let me tell you what the Most High allowed to happen to this gym where these police officers came inside and harassed us and where the police were called on us while we were working out. I don't know if you heard about this one right here, Otto. You remember that gym Otto we used to go to at, I think I took you once or twice before, sir.
God.
Now this same gym, they harassed me and Quan, the police officers. This Edomite woman, when we walked in, I seen her looking at us, and I told the brother, I said, "Oh, there's another Karen right there." And this same woman called the police on us. Police came asking us questions about something that we did not do. They found out it was a lie. They left. They didn't do nothing to the white woman,
Right.
like we all know. And they went on about their business. But we were publicly humiliated, man. That's how we felt. We felt like, damn, this is how they do us. But this is what the Most High allowed to happen to them, man. All right, let me get this for you. It says, we are working to get information on what in the world happened at a Total Fitness Center on Anderson Road in Piedmont, South Carolina. This isn't too far from where I live at. It says, you can see a Chrysler Crossfire ended up through a fence, almost driving into the swimming pool. It says, witnesses say some windows look to be cracked and shattered. It says it was an update on the situations. It said, I'm told he drew hearts on the window with blood. I'm told he destroyed a lot. He threw weights and equipment around in the inside. Witnesses say he destroyed Bibles, but nobody was hurt. Witnesses say he busted the door head first through the glass.
What?
This was the same gym where we were harassed at by these police officers. But some evil Edomite devil came inside the gym and just destroyed the gym. Cut on one current, sir.
That just shows how much hatred they have for us. And they try to promote this thing and try to say, oh, well, this is a new South Carolina. This is a new South. All that racism is gone. But they continuously showing how much they hate us. Meanwhile, while they harassing y'all, and y'all ain't nothing but some innocent Negroes in there trying to, get you, exercise and do your thing in there. You know what I'm saying? they are, you know, they missing all of the signs. Like General Muhammad said something heavy one time. General Muhammad says we need to start profiling these Edomites, man.
Damn right.
Like the way they profile us, we need to start profiling them. You know what I'm saying? And that situation happened because nobody suspected them of doing it. Nobody suspected it was an Edomite that an Edomite would come and do that. They always looking for a nigga to do something
Right.
And that's what's so horrible about the situation. So like, that's all I'm saying.
Kind of a con, sir. Damn right, Amon. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Salaya, sir, if I could. And then they were saying that, you know, he bust through. He just came through. Like, he drove it's a swimming pool that they have there.
Mm-hmm.
So he drove the car through the fence where the swimming pool was. The only reason why he didn't go into the pool was because the fence stopped the car from going through the pool. They say he got out, bust his head through the door, the glass door head first. You know what I'm saying? And people in the comment talking about saying, it sounds demonic. It sounds like demonic possession. No, this is the way of the white man.
Mm-hmm.
This is his way. This is how he always has acted. He's a violent man. And like I was saying earlier, that's why you're starting to see more mass shootings happen, man.
So like, if I could.
Kind of a con, sir.
It's funny they say it's demonic possession when he is the devil.
Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. Damn right.
He's the demon.
Kind of a con.
Now you ever wonder why there's, you know, like anything that you consider the demonic, all of it originates from the culture of the white man. The
Damn right.
White man, who is the devil on this earth. You know what I'm saying? So when they be talking about demonic possession, they don't realize that demonic possession can be anything. Like when you're somebody who's addicted to weed, that's demonic possession.
Damn right.
You're possessed. You know what I'm saying? When you're addicted to having sex with children, or you know what I'm saying, or being a homosexual, that's demonic possession.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That man, demonic possession stems from the devil, who has always been a murderer since the beginning. And that man, he wasn't possessed. He's just a damn devil.
Damn right.
That's who he is. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no wonder.
Gotta want a hand, man. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, if this was demonic possession, what about when that devil went inside that nail salon and shot them people, man? That's the way of the devil, man. Like I was saying earlier, I was telling the brothers and sisters in the class, you had that devil who walked inside a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, and shot 48 people, man. Killed 22 and injured 26. And then nobody get on TV and said, this white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. Only people that said that was the ISUPK, man, because we know that these bastards are the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Only a devil would walk inside of a school and kill innocent children, man. Would kill babies, man, little children, man. Even though we might not be in this, we don't get along with these devils, but we don't want nobody walking inside the school and killing your children, man. We don't want that. And like General Muhammad said, like I don't want to say it, General Muhammad said, we need to start racially profiling them.
Damn right.
Because who did the killing inside the nail salon? Who did the murdering and killing in Charleston? That's why we say Christianity is the mark of the beast, man. Because you'll look at that picture of Seja Bourgier, who you call Jesus Christ, and think, you know what? He wouldn't do that to us. You know, this white man wouldn't walk inside here and just hurt everybody. He's Jesus Christ. He's nice. Next thing you know, he pulls out a Beretta or assault rifle and just starts to slay everybody down. And then you look at him again, it's like, this is the devil. But by then, it's too late, man. Like, don't let us have to learn the hard way about these devils, man. You know, so many of our people have had to learn the hard way about who the devil is on this earth.
That's right.
You know, we find out at the last minute that these same people you think you cool and friends with are truly some of the most evil bastards on the face of this earth.
That's right.
You know, like they said, there's been 122 mass shootings since '82, and majority of the mass shootings were done by Caucasian males, man. I think it was somewhere. I got the numbers right here. Let me get the numbers for you.
It's like, why you looking for those numbers?
Kind, sir.
And what's so horrible is that even though that many mass deaths have happened by the hands of our so-called enemy, the topic of discussion amongst our enemy is always that the crime amongst African Americans is worse than anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you don't see African Americans going up inside of so-called African Americans going up inside of schools and shooting them up, man. You don't see African Americans going into malls, you know, and pulling out guns and bombing and shooting everybody in the damn place. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen no mass, you know, murders amongst Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians to other people. You know what I'm saying? But it's so brutal how they look at us. You know what I'm saying? But they go inside it. But their own people go in these schools, like you said, go up in these schools killing children, man, innocent children. You know what I'm saying? Children. What was it? What was the It was under the Obama administration. What was the school that got shot up? All of the little children they had on.
Sandy Hook.
Yeah, Sandy Hook. And Obama was up there crying or whatever. But
Good night.
You know what I'm saying? But they showed it was sad. You know, even though these were a bunch of, you know, most of them was a bunch of Edomite kids, it was sad because these is children that's like, you know, what, 5, 6 years old, 7 years old?
3 years old and stuff like that.
You know, they babies.
Kind of a con.
Just getting a start on life. And they had to stare down the end of a barrel, man.
Good night.
Stare down at the end of a barrel at 5, 6, and 7 years old in elementary school. You know, even youngest 4 and 3. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that their life is about to end right there. They ain't been here 5 years. Their life is about to end right there. And it's all because the white man is the goddamn devil on this earth.
Damn right. Damn right, Ottawa. Damn right. The water. I appreciate that, all right? Damn right, man. And so, like I said, I got those numbers. It says between 1982 and March 2021, 66 out of the 121 mass shootings in the United States were carried out by white shooters.
Damn.
66 of most of these shootings were carried out by white people. And what do you think we learned this behavior from? If you see somebody black out here trying to do a mass shooting, what do you think he learned that from? You think he just, you know, say, you know what, I'm going to go do a mass shooting? Or did he watch and learn and study from somebody? The first mass shooting they had happen that they put on record was by a Caucasian man in 1982. But blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have been dealing with mass shootings since we got here.
God.
Do you know about the Battle of Wounded Knee? That was a mass shooting. That was a mass shooting. How many innocent brothers and sisters were shot? You know, the so-called Native Indian brothers were shot by soldiers from America. Those were mass shootings. But as long as it's not them, it's not a mass shooting. It's not a mass shooting. It's just, you know, it's just the Battle of Wounded Knee. That was a mass shooting. And since they don't want to talk about it and bring their history up, now the Most High is allowing them to feel that pain. Now they're having to watch their backs when they take their kids to certain places. You know, these businesses are going to shut down again, you know. If it ain't going to be coronavirus, it's going to be the so-called white man that's going to shut it down. You know, you sooner or later, you ain't going to trust no Caucasian man who has that look in his eyes. You know, that triple OG look in his eyes where he just staring everybody down. Like Caucasian people are going to have to start watching their own children.
Yeah, I'm right.
You know, little Scotty who likes to slam the door because mom didn't get him a PS5. You're going to have to watch that bastard. You know, little Joey, he's mad because he can't go to his friend's house for the weekend. He slams the door hard. You're going to have to go upstairs and watch him. That bastard might be plotting.
That's right.
You know, I was at a slavery, and the devil that I worked with, he said this out of his own mouth. He said, my stepson, he said, he kind of scares me a little bit. He said, I've waken up in the middle of the night and seen him standing in our doorway looking at us. I looked at him, I said, you might want to go get that checked out. He said they woke up in the middle of the night, and he said the stepson was just sitting in the doorway watching them while they were asleep. And I said, did it scare you? He said, it scared the hell out of me. He said, I believe that he's going to do a mass shooting. I promise you, he said this. He said, he just gives me the feeling that he will do a shooting or something like that.
It's like if I could.
Kind of what
what
kind of
help me understanding is before they go out and do the mass shootings, you gotta understand. First off, they got all kinds of illnesses in their head, suffering from 50-11 demons, man. And then at the same time, them demons, because a lot of times they schizophrenic as hell. A lot of times they got them demons in their head just telling them what to do. Go do this, go do that, go do this. You know what I'm saying? And it wouldn't be no surprise if that little boy wasn't standing at the door thinking about how he was gonna kill him. What he could do. You know what I'm saying? So it's right. And that's why it's important to profile them, man. It's like, to me, I see a white boy walking up this damn street. You know what I'm saying? And I don't normally, let's say this, we in an area where we don't never see him walking up the street. Then all of a sudden we see him walking up the street. I'm watching him like a hawk. I see an average brother walking up the street. You know, I'm guessing he going to work or whatever. He might be going to work, or he might be, you know, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you don't suspect that he about to go and get a gun and start shooting everybody up in the damn neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you see a white boy walking up the street, man, you better profile him if you wise.
Damn right.
You better profile him.
Got on kind,
He probably is a nut. He probably on 12 different medications. He probably ain't taking none of them. And he about to go out there and murder somebody.
Damn right. Get out of one hand. Go ahead, you got it.
Shaw said, he said, concert, they'll kill their whole family but save the dog.
That's right. That's right. He won't. Hey, if he kills the dog, it was serious.
Yeah, correct.
You know, he'll kill the wife and the kids. Oh, that's nothing. But when he kills the dog, it was serious.
That's just because the dog is satisfied when he, you know what I'm saying, the dog giving up the box. That's all it is.
He just like, you know, the dog is my true lover. My wife is just, you know, she's something I deal with. But the dog, we're riding out tonight. You know what I'm saying? But that's Esau. I'm telling you, Esau. He's not allowing that dog to lick him in his mouth for no reason.
No wonder why they be buying up all the peanut butter, man.
Hey, you want to hear a good peanut butter story? Talk to Officer Natazaka
Talk to Officer Natazaka Bar about that peanut butter story. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah,
You'll know why you see Esau buying all the peanut butter.
Damn right.
I'm just saying. But and so like I said, with that devil who I work with, his son did suffer from mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he came in, he'll come into the slavery we was at, and when he'll come in, he looked at you like this. He had his face turned that way, but his eyes would be, he'd be looking at you. And it was weird. It was weird. And me and all the brothers, that's what we said, all the brothers in the back said. One of the brothers came back there, he said, man, you see how his son was looking at me? He said, I started to knock his last. He said, man, listen, man. He said, that boy gonna kill somebody. And I said, hey, and when I heard him say it out his own mouth, I said, Esau knows, man. And this isn't just in his household. This is in all of their households. These oppressors be knowing that their children carry these traits of being a mass shooter. They know that they're evil and have all of these different things, but they just don't want to be the person in the family to step up and say, you know what, I think Joey has a real problem. I think Scotty has a problem. Go ahead, Up.
I just want to say, I'm not really surprised that these Edomite kids are this sick, because if you think about it, they grow up in houses where like the parents are teaching them to hate people of a different color for no reason, so they like taught to hate. You feel me? So I mean, ain't no surprise that they so crazy, really. Like.
Damn right, you right. You give your hand, okay, you right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be surprised from this. They shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? But they know that their children have these problems and these issues. They know it. They try to go get them counseling. They try to get them to talk to the school resource officer and all of these things, but it still doesn't stop the devil from being the devil.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a mass shooting here in South Carolina, plenty of them, but it was one that happened right in Townsville, South Carolina. That's about 15 minutes away from Anderson. The devil went on the playground and opened fire on innocent children. I think he was like 14 years old, took his father's gun, went to the playground and just opened fire on the playground at the school. You know what I'm saying? They just sentenced another devil. This devil, I don't know what the hell he was doing. They said he defecated a bomb right out there by Pickens County sheriff department, and the courthouse, and the bomb blew up, but he only got 12 years. I mean, I'm pretty sure when he get out, he's gonna be a nice person.
Man, come on, man. So like if I could.
What concept?
And that's why the scripture says they hold themselves not guilty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because something like that, you know, a brother, you know, a brother sister would have got some, you know, got life in prison. Or we would have been tossed under the jail, man, under the prison. You know what I'm saying? We would have been put to death. You know what I'm saying? But them, you know, they get off scot-free, and the excuse that they get is that, you know, he had a mental disorder. He didn't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Always some you know, good lawyer, some good white Christian lawyer that's going to go and defend them and get them off. I wouldn't be surprised if the man that when he killed up all the Asians, that they, in his defense, because I don't know if y'all remember, but it was said that the reason why he did it was because he felt like he was being taken advantage of by all of the prostitutes or by all of the Asian women that was you know, doing the thing that was, you know, I guess the hand job or whatever the case is.
Like it was something like he was sexually frustrated a little bit or something like that.
Something like that.
Damn, this nigga.
And so he felt like he was losing a lot of money behind it, and that it was their fault.
You're not a good prostitute
because he couldn't stop his sexual deviancy, because he couldn't stop paying them to give him a little hand job or whatever. Or what do they call it? They call it a
happy ending.
A happy ending at the massage parlor.
You see it in the movies.
Because he couldn't stop his addiction to him. He felt like the only way to stop it is to get rid of them. And so they're going to deem that as some emotional psychotic episode, and they're going to put him on pills that put him in a mental institution. Probably about 5-6 years, he'll be back out on the street.
Good night.
He's not going to suffer in this society for that, because the white man is the devil, man.
Damn
this
right.
Is his kingdom. You know
Good
what I'm saying?
night.
And everybody's going to side with him.
Good night. This devil was not satisfied at his hands jobs and said, you know what? She ain't doing it long enough. She gotta die. Man, y'all think this is, hey, we are living underneath a animal, man. Like, you can't make this up, man. Like, I don't even know what the hell to damn say, man. It's like,
God forbid he married one of our daughters. You know what I'm saying, man?
just like we brought out one time in class with the sister who was dating that NFL player.
Oh, man.
When he choked her, he beat her and choked out. She blacked out. When she woke up, he was drinking a smoothie, and he said, wow, I'm surprised you're still alive. While drinking a smoothie. He thought she was dead. He in the kitchen with bananas and strawberry. And little protein shaking her. Pour it in there. And he just sitting on the bed, and she just wakes up from being choked out and beat. And he looks over and says, wow, can't believe you're still alive. These bananas are good. Come on, man. Y'all keep playing around with these oppressors. You know, y'all think since Joe Biden's in the chair, you can love everybody. Go ahead and keep playing. Go ahead and play. Go love everybody. But here in the ISUPK, we're going to stand on what we have been taught, man. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. You better know it. Don't learn the hard way by trying to go out here and love everybody. I seen one sister, you know, I know she was trying to throw little subliminal shots at us in the school. You know, she going to post a picture of herself. She picked up some devil on a ride. Like, she gave him a ride, just picked him up in the back seat, and she going to say, ain't no racism in my heart. And she showed the picture with her giving him a ride. And when I looked, I said, you better thank the Most High if he doesn't kill you and your kids. Because how he was looking, it was, I said, sis, you are out of your damn mind. Don't lose your life by trying to prove a point that, oh, I love everybody. You know, I get along with everybody. And just like they did in Charleston, man. They wanted to prove a point that they loved everybody. And it end up causing them their lives, man. You know, you don't want to be like that, man. You better start watching these damn devils, man. You better start looking at them a little more harder. You worried about your brother, you beefing with him. You better start watching these damn devils, man.
Damn right.
You better start looking hard at them. A brother come down the street in blue and you looking at him, mean mugging him, but yet some devil walks right by you, walks in the store and he's the real killer. He's the real game banger. Y'all wasting time. Y'all need to come together and come back and serve the Most High. You worried about a brother trying to hurt you. This devil walked inside of a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, shot 48 people. Less than what, 30 minutes? What gangbanger you know that's doing that? Tell me that. Brothers might get into an altercation. They might shoot a lot of bullets, but people don't get hit. Go ahead, you got it.
When gang members do that, a lot of times they know what come with that life. Like, so I mean, it's still different. It's still different.
And if I could add, man,
Kind of concept.
that also shows, because you said something about, you know, about how the sister was trying to prove that she ain't got no race, and I'm pretty sure she was a good old Christian too.
Kind of one kind.
You know what I'm saying? And it shows how irresponsible and wicked the Christian church is.
Damn right.
Because of the fact that, you know, them, like, for example, those brothers and sisters out there in Charleston, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have to die.
No, like us.
They ain't had to die if they had the spirit of Christ up in that place, man. Where they had some soldiers in there that was going to guard that place and tell any man that is not a Jew. And let's say, for instance, you was a Jew. You was going to get patted down and you wasn't going to be able to come up in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you was coming up in there without no weapons. But the spirit of the Most High wasn't in that place, man. And because of that, you know what I'm saying, you got this false sense of love and you're compelled to embrace every damn body in the earth. You know what I'm saying? When the Most High said to separate from everybody.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be holy. You know what I'm saying? And so now because of this urge to love everybody, you accept the enemy right up in there, and you had to learn the hard way, man.
Good night.
You know what I'm saying? And God knows that was a tragic thing, but Christianity is responsible for that.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? These Christian pastors, you know what I'm saying, the whole institution of Christianity has blood on their hands, man.
Right.
Because they have allowed people to die in these mass shootings, you know what I'm saying, in the name of love. Nobody is profiling the enemy in our communities, man,
Right.
except for the ISUPK.
Damn right.
We profile, not even Nation of Islam is profiling them. Because you look inside of the congregation, Nation of Islam, and they all in there. Yeah, one day you're going to hear about it. I'm telling you.
Damn right.
There's going to be a shooting in one of them mosques.
Mm.
There's going to be a shooting in one of them mosques. And guess who's going to be, whose mugshot you going to see on the TV? A damn Edomite.
With a
If
suit
they
on.
put one up there.
Oh, hey. Cut on cut.
And he's gonna have a little turban and everything, like he was really down with it. Just like how what's his name? What's the devil name for Charleston?
Dylan Roof.
Dylan Roof. Just like how Dylan Roof came up in there and was pretending like he was such a good Christian. There's gonna be a good Muslim up in that Nation of Islam, and there's gonna be a shooting. As sure as I'm a prophet, there's gonna be a shooting, and everybody gonna realize that the white man is truly the devil, man.
Damn right.
Hopefully everybody gonna realize that. But the fact of the matter is, all of these mass killings, mass murders, you know what I'm saying, and all of that is the spirit of Christianity. And when Christ get here, man, he's gonna destroy these churches, man. They're coming down.
Damn right.
They're coming down because they are the hub. They are the hub for all the evil in this earth. The homosexuality, the murders, the killing, everything that goes on wicked in this earth, that is the source. And we got a church on every damn block, everywhere in the ghetto, man. And all of them ain't doing nothing but teaching the culture, you know what I'm saying, and the love according to this society, which is ran by the devil, man.
Good night. Damn right, out of one. Damn right. Like you said, you said the Christian church is the hub for all evil. That is true. That's why Dylan Storm Roof was able to come inside the church. He was an evil bastard who walked inside of an evil church and did evil things.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? He knew, like, okay, these Christians, anything goes in here. Let me just open fire on all these people in here. And it was very sad. And I got the numbers for these devils, man, these shootings, man. So this is how it goes in the list. It says 66 white men committed mass shootings. And, you know, they got Israel next, Judah, 21 done by Judah, 10 done by 10 tribes, 8 done by Asians. They said 5 by other. Like, what the hell is that? Sluggy. They said 9 more were done by somebody who was unknown or unclear what their race was, and 3 by Gad. It's sad because, you know, it's sad because we are the people who have been tortured and destroyed the most here in America, but yet our numbers are so low for some of these crimes, these mass shootings, man.
That's right.
You know, we haven't. It would make sense to anybody if we went inside somewhere and started shooting people, because you can look back and say, "Well, look what was done to them. What do you expect? You know, you put them in slavery, you murdered them, you raped their people, you made all of these laws to destroy them. What do you expect? But what is the reason for the white man to do all these mass shootings? What's his reason? What has he had to endure that was so bad for him to walk inside of a Walmart and shoot 48 people? What happened? His girlfriend broke up with him? He couldn't get a good hand job? His wife leaves him? These are his reasons. But we have been oppressed in this place for hundreds of years. It makes sense for us to do it. I'm not saying it's right to do, but I can understand why a brother might do a thing like that. You know, just like that brother that walked inside of his job and shot them people. You know, that brother was like, everybody, oh, you gave me a hard time? Bah! Oh, you too, racist manager? Bah! Not saying it's right, but you can understand his frustration. Colonel McCon, sir.
And you saying something heavy right now, brother. The black Hispanics, and Native Indians are the only people on this earth that has a true alibi.
Right.
We have a true, and again, don't get us the wrong way, because we are not condoning murdering. We're not condoning rape or robbing or any of the stuff that takes place in our community. You know what I'm saying? But we are the only nation, just like this brother is saying, that if you see us doing something wicked and evil, you know what I'm saying, there is a reason behind it. There's a reason behind it. First off, we live in a land that promotes this type of wickedness and evil, under a doctrine, under a religion that has been the most diabolical religion, and all the wars are based off of this religion. All of the evil and wickedness, the homosexuality, the prostitution, the murder, the rape and robbing, is in the name of Christianity. Hell, the conquistadors were Catholics, man. They were Christians. And they came to South America and they killed Hispanic babies, you understand, in the name of Christianity. You understand? So we have an alibi. You know, which is the reason why the reason why the Lord has even given us an opportunity to get right, man. That's why Revelation 7:9 says, I know your trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? Because we going through the hell that we going through, and he understands why we going through the hell we going through. The reason why we feel compelled to have to go and rob somebody, you know, in order to live, in order to have food. Or the reason why we go and murder somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because we think we have to go get some revenge. He understands the stuff that we doing and why we doing it. The white man is just diabolical, man.
Right.
A man who has everything the goddamn earth you could desire the earth. Has everything, has all the power, and yet he's still a greedy, murderous bastard on this earth, man. You understand? He has no alibi, and that's the reason why when Christ comes, they are going to be destroyed and enslaved, which is so good in the eyesight of the Most High, and in my eyesight, goddammit.
Damn right.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Bob. But
yeah, no, Salaki said, cut him a con out of one. Damn right. That is, they do deserve all of these things to happen to them, man. It's like, come on, man. We dealing with a true animal, man. Salaki, could you read that verse again for me up?
The Job.
Con.
Job chapter 18, verse 11. Terror shall make him afraid on every side.
Damn right. And this terrorism that's going on now, they are afraid.
That's
right. They walking in the mall now. Like, there's so many guns inside of people's purses in the mall right now. They wish the devil would pull out a gun. Like, he's going to be lit up like a firecracker on the 4th of July. Because they're being terrified, now they're afraid. They wasn't afraid when police officers were shooting us down in the streets.
That's right.
Nobody was afraid. Nobody didn't say, we said, I don't support Black Lives Matter, neither does the ISUPK. You know, you had black people in the streets, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. They came out and said all lives matters. They came out and said Asian lives matters. They came out and said these various things. But now, they are really afraid now. Now they can't say nothing. Nobody's saying nothing about who lives matter. Because guess who's doing the killing? Their own children. Their own people are doing the killing. So what you gonna say now? White lives matter? Whites should stop killing whites? They ain't gonna say that. Just like this devil who was doing the interview, who was on the news talking about we're all suffering, we're all going through it. Not one time did he say that these mass shootings were done by our people. Maybe we should take some time and study and watch our people, because we are the ones who are doing the mass shootings and the killings. He didn't say that not one time. He made up every excuse. We should make gun laws. We should make this. We should make that. None of that is going to work. We should make laws against the white man to stop him from being a murderous bastard. You know, if you look suspicious, if you suffer from any type of mental illness, or if you're just the devil, period, you do not need a gun.
That's right.
You don't even need a butter knife. He's going to find some way to turn it into a weapon. You can't even give him a plastic spoon. You can't give the oppressor a plastic spoon. He will turn it into a weapon, man. Because he's that violent bastard, man. If you could you get Isaiah chapter 48, verse 22?
Isaiah 48 and 22. There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked.
So read that again,
There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked.
Esau think everything was going to go back to being peaceful. Somebody left a comment up.
Asha says, Salak, sir, a wild animal don't know they're wild.
Right. Even they just doing what's their nature. And that's the nature of the oppressor. He doesn't think he's a wild animal. He thinks what he's doing is, hey, listen, this is my nature. This is a part of me. It's right. But he's a animal who needs to be put in a cage with 10 chains on the lock, put inside of a box, the box put inside of another box, that box put in another box, and that box put in another box, just to keep him under control. And that box should be put underneath the ground, underneath cement. Maybe we won't have so many mass shootings anymore, or all of this propaganda that's going on. And just a sidebar, you know, I seen all of these Christians bashing Lil Nas X. Yes, the video was disgusting. It was horrible. But this is what you wanted.
Right.
You wanted gay rights. You wanted the gay movement. You wanted to wave your little purple and yellow flag, throwing shots. You know, you wanted to wave your little purple flags and stuff all around and promote homosexuality. But as soon as Lil Nas X drops a video with him twerking on Satan, now it's a problem. Oh, we can't have him pushing these demonic shoes and everything. Listen, you can't be mad. Homosexuality is demonic. You can't have one without the other. If a man is acting like a woman, that is demonic possession, man. That's a demon. He's a man, but he's walking like we seen one today. It was so disgusting. We was at work. This nigga was Andre the Giant with a wig on. This nigga had a full beard. Man. And a brother that was in the car with him was trying to turn his head and act like he was changing the CD plug. I started yelling, I see you, brother. I know you shamed. And it was bad because even the sister was looking like, what the hell is that? But this is what y'all wanted to sell. All you sisters who got the homosexual friends doing your hair, that gay man that's doing your hair and all of that, this is what you wanted. This is a part of America. This is the part of America. This violent culture, these mass shootings, this homosexual lifestyle. Lil Nas X, dancing on the devil. This is all a part of this culture, man. America's violent culture promotes all of these various things. This is like Pandora's box just open, and it's going to get worse, man. It's going to get a lot worse, and you're going to have no choice but to come back and serve the Most High.
Right.
Or you're going to be caught up in one of these mass shootings, man.
Right.
You're going to be caught up in one of these bad situations
Right.
because you want to accept everything. Oh, my friend's gay. That's my friend, though. That's my friend, though. Just like they had that mass shooting inside that gay club. The Most High put the spirit of evil on whoever that guy was who went inside that gay club. He just opened fire on every bent wrist in there. You know, if your wrist bent, he shot you. Should have had a spring on your wrist. The sun kept them things straight. That mother bent, he got, bah! Bam. And it's gonna get worse. This is just the beginning. Slash, you want to say another one?
Yeah, if I could.
Kind, sir.
It's heavy that you're saying what you're saying, and it's like Christians are some of the biggest hypocrites in the world. Man.
Right.
Like you sitting back there complaining. Now, of course, again, I'm gonna reiterate what you said. You know, it was such a disgusting video. You know, and that's that artist. You know, his ways and the things that he's promoting is heathen. Is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? But then, how different is Lil Nas X from Bishop A. Law?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How different is he from John Gray?
Right.
How different is he from the brother in IUIC that went and had sex with the tranny?
Damn right.
And then shot him in the face. You know what I'm saying? No, he's not any different from them, man. So for them to be in an uproar about it is just, you know, the hypocrisy of Christianity. To be puffed up and believe they just know everything and they high and they mighty. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, you just an evil, lying bastard of an organization that continuously putting out propaganda, and you wonder why. Like, they don't understand. This is the ridiculousness of the Christian church. The reason why Lil Nas X is like that,
right,
is because of the Christian church.
Right.
You understand? This is a brother who was over sexualized. You can tell he was molested or raped as a kid.
Damn right.
Where did he get molested and raped? I'm gonna give you a clue. The damn Christian church, or by somebody who proclaims to be a goddamn Christian. You understand? That's the reason why Lil Nas X is promoting videos where he's, you know what I'm saying, he's riding a damn stripper pole all the way down into hell, or so-called hell, and giving the devil lap dances and shit. You know what I'm saying? It comes from the Christian church. That is Christianity.
Right.
You may look at us and say, oh, you're always bashing the Christian church. That ain't how our church is. That ain't how our church is. Man, let me tell you something. You keep on following the doctrines of Christianity, you ain't no different from all of that madness, man. You belong to all of it. It's all part of it. There is no Christian. Now, I'm not going to say, I'm gonna pull a General Yohana card on it. General Yohana said there are some men out there, some churches out there that might be sincere. They might really be trying to serve the Most High. They just don't have the truth. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you hear the truth from the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, been here since '69, and at this point, there is a school in damn near every state in the city in this earth. Well I'm gonna say in the Western Hemisphere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There is no excuse for blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians to still be following Caesar Borgia, man, or be following Christianity, to be following those teachings. And if I could, there's one more thing you had said. You know what I'm saying? How we paint our enemies like there's some good in them. If I could, real quick, give me Ecclesiastes 1:15. You understand? Because one thing our brothers and sisters in the Christian church that they tend to do is they try to make it seem like you can redeem our enemy. You
right.
can redeem this devil, man. You can't redeem Esau, man. The only thing you can do for Esau that's good for us and good for him is put his behind in a cage.
Right.
It's to put him somewhere behind bars, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he is a threat and a danger to society. He should not be around children. Because a lot of the molestation that happens in this earth is him molesting his children.
Damn right.
Where do you think gay culture comes from? Homosexuality. That comes from their doctrines. That comes from their worship of the sun and the other gods, the Greek gods and all that. All of that stuff that we know of today comes from him, man.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So what do you think you're going to do by holding his hand and giving him a hug and reassure him that you still love him? What is the sister thinking when she's driving this devil who could possibly murder and rape her around talking about some, oh, this is me showing that I'm not racist. What are you doing by doing that? Nothing. You're not doing anything. Tell you what you're doing, right? I'm going to tell you what you're doing. You're giving your enemy more of a reason to kill you.
Right.
Because the more you continue loving him, the more he's going to kill you because you're dumb.
Damn right.
Because you're stupid. Because he knows that he's your enemy, but you don't know you're his enemy. And because you don't know you're his enemy, he's going to take advantage of that. And that's why we die in these streets, man.
Right.
We die in these streets because we don't know who our enemy is. We don't care to know who our enemy is. And we think that all of our enemies outside of Israel are people that we should love and walk hand in hand in and march up and down the damn street and worship all the same God.
Good.
You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? When in reality, you're worshiping Satan when you're worshiping Sodom. If you could, you got Ecclesiastes 1:15. Abang, can you pull that up real quick?
Con on con, sir. In the Apocrypha one.
Just go to the contents if you don't.
It's torn out of this book.
Okay, no sweat.
I got it for you. I don't want to get it
Ecclesiastes
wrong.
1:15 real quick.
Con on con, sir.
Go ahead. Ecclesiastes 1:15. Hold on. Sit down, brother. No sweat. Have a seat. No sweat.
Ecclesiastes 1.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 1:15.
Con on con, sir.
You know what I'm saying? For all you Christians that wanna change or think that it's possible for Esau to change or the so-called white man to change. You understand? You said, oh well, you know, we all man and we all make mistakes. We all fall short of the glory, you know, but when we all confess and this and that, you know what I'm saying, we can all be saved. You can't save the white man, man.
Right.
He don't want to be saved. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that we have as Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We are too busy trying to save them, man.
Right.
You got that from me?
Con on con.
I'm gonna leave it alone because this is your class.
Con on con. Law search the wild about the one.
Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
That which is crooked.
That which is what?
That which is crooked.
You understand? The white man is crooked, man.
Right.
You understand? He's been a crooked devil on this earth for thousands of years, man. You understand? And the biggest proof of this modern time of his wickedness is how he has done God's people in the transatlantic slavery, man. You know what I'm saying? Murdering us, killing Native Indians. You understand? Killing Hispanics, the conquistadors, raping and robbing our women and killing our men and feeding our babies to alligators, man. You understand? Tossing them up in the air and shooting them in midair. You understand? The abortion clinics. You know what I'm saying? Giving us AIDS, man. You understand? Giving us crack and cocaine. Got us out there in the hood like a jungle, killing each other over crack and cocaine, man. And heroin and all kinds of them things. You understand? The gang wars that's amongst our people. We have to deal with that because that was created also by the so-called white man. The white man has been crooked on this earth. Keep reading.
Con on con. That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
Cannot be what?
Cannot be made straight.
Cannot be what?
Cannot be made straight.
You can't make that devil straight, man. You can't straighten him out. You understand? That's what he does. You understand? That's his thing. That's part of his personality. You know what I'm saying? You can't straighten him out. You could counsel him all damn day. You can try to teach him. I don't know why you want to teach him the truth, but it ain't for him to know it.
Right.
You can sit there and try to tell him about God all day. That ain't gonna stop him from having an episode and stepping right up in your church and shooting everybody in the goddamn place, man. For the top, one more time, I'm gonna drop it.
Con on con. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that which is crooked cannot be straight. They ain't straight, man. That's all I wanted to bring out on it. You
Come,
can't
come.
change the so-called white man. And for you Black Hispanics and Native Indians who want that man to be changed, you can't. You're not going to stop him. The only way that's going to stop the so-called white man from doing what he's doing is he has to be utterly destroyed.
Damn right.
He has to be destroyed. He has to be enslaved. He has to be in cages. You understand, Salaki? That's what I was saying.
Got to want a hand. Damn right. And that's what a lot of our people are going to learn the hard way about Esau, man. They're going to learn the hard way that you cannot change this bastard. You're going to try your best. You're going to think you can be friends with him. And you're going to learn the hard way that he is going to be wicked no matter what. He's going to be evil. He's going to be diabolical. He's going to be backstabbing. He's going to always be sitting back thinking on what can I do to destroy this nigga or this Hispanic or this Native Indian. How can I get what they got? How can I be where they are?
That's right.
A lot of us are going to learn the hard way, man.
That's right.
And we can thank Martin Luther King also for these mass shootings because black people wouldn't be getting shot up in these mass shootings if we were separated. At least back then we knew we were in hell. We knew who our enemy were. We knew who we shouldn't trust and who we should believe in. But now we have allowed ourselves to be taken and just put inside this one big bowl of love and everybody should care and look how we get treated, man. We get caught up in the midst of these mass shootings, man.
That's right.
We get murdered also and killed because we want to love everybody.
That's right.
Y'all gonna learn the hard way, man. I'm telling you now. You are going to learn the hard way about thinking that Esau is all loving and all caring. Like, don't be surprised when you see these mass shootings start happening because, they're going to start trying to find out who voted for Joe Biden or, when Joe Biden goes to take these guns away, it's like you have these left-wing extremists who are going to start getting to the point where they're going to be like, he's not taking this gun. I'm going to kill Joe and all his supporters. And you're going to start hearing about people who got the Joe Biden sticker on their car getting shot, murdered, and killed. Because they want to accept this devil and love everything he has to say.
That's right.
Good night, man. Salak, let me get a couple more scriptures before we close out. We got any comments, anything up? All right, if you could you go to Proverbs chapter 4, verse 14? Proverbs chapter 4, verse 14.
So like you said, 4 and 14.
Come.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked.
Do what?
Enter not into the path of the wicked.
That's what we don't need to be doing, man. We don't need to be entering in the path of the wicked, man. Following their ways and doing the things that they do. Go down to the verse 17, like if you could.
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 17. For they eat the bread of wickedness.
They do what?
They eat the bread of wickedness.
Go ahead.
And drink the wine of violence.
And that's what we do, man. We try to follow behind these devils and do the same thing. Because guess what they're going to start to do now? Now that they're seeing that Esau is doing mass shootings, they're going to start talking more and more about the black-on-black violence that we do to each other. They're going to start making the killings that we do amongst each others as mass shootings. They're going to try to blackball us like we're the problem. We're a part of it. Because that's how the oppressor does, man. The problems that they have amongst each other, they always got to find somebody else to blame besides themselves. So you're going to start to turn on the news, and you're going to hear more and more about black crimes, black shootings happening amongst us. And they're going to start to put those as if they're mass shootings. Because I already looked on the news and seen them talking about California, not California, but Chicago. And now they're trying to look and see and say that there's been so many mass shootings in Chicago. The only reason they're doing that now is because people are starting to see them for how they really are. They're starting to see this white man for what he really is, how violent and how wicked he truly is. So rather than everybody have all eyes on him and his nation of people, He'd rather just try to make it seem as if, well, black people are just as violent. They were in Chicago killing everybody and everything. When the same guns that we got dropped off in our neighborhoods by y'all, by police officers. Dropping off crates of guns and we grabbing them and killing each other. Dropping off drugs. All of these different things to help destroy our people, man. But yet you want to murder and kill us. Salaki, can you read that again for me up? Salaki, could you go to 19?
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 19. The way of the wicked is as darkness.
Go read that again.
The way of the wicked is as darkness.
And that's what we need to understand, man. This Caucasian man that we are underneath, they are wicked. And their ways are darkness, man. It is all darkness. You know, they're pushing more movies and more propaganda for us to come together and be friends, you know, with everybody, and everybody should just get along and love each other. But we shouldn't, because if you try to do that, man, you know, you're going to find yourself learning the way of the wicked, man. You try to be friends with this devil and this oppressor, man, you're going to start to figure out the ways of this oppressor and how he does things and how he acts. And it's all going to be darkness. All of it. Everything. You know what I'm saying? It might start as simple as y'all just hanging out. The next thing you know, you listen to Esau and he has some diabolical thing that he likes to do. And next thing you know, you following right behind him. You following right behind him doing the same thing, man. That's why we need to stay separate away from these oppressors and let them do what they want to do, man.
That's right.
These mass shootings are going to get worse. And these devils are going to be looking for more and more places where they can do these things at. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another church shooting, man, at a black church by a Caucasian man.
That's right.
I'm not going to be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, they had that shooting up there in Virginia Beach. They talking about that was a mass shooting, but the only thing they're going to try to do is also blackball black people, man. So they can put us on the list too as we're mass shooters. Oh, this was 8:57, man. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to close out this class. With that, man, you got ISUPK security announcements. All right. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can read about this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. It means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'asharah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department of the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, it'll be the Passover, Salaki. It'll be the Passover, which will be the 14th day of the first month. It'll be Saturday, April the 24th, 2021. You can read about this in the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 1 through 51. The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 4 through 5. 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 7 through 8. And 2 Chronicles, chapter 30, verse 17. All right. Remind Occupant Aquaf to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.
Christ.